What is going on here? What is going on here? Not Gen G losing to True Rippers.
They forget that RU happens to be a god at this game. Or a judge, as they say in India.
What's happening over here? The casters are hyping up the Fade player for True Ripper.
Was alright on the second. Now, on the third, he was a bit quiet, but when he's needed, he shows up.
Gen G going for the B hit.
And when I talk about needed, he's actually the
One flash. Explosive play. There's 3 of them there, but Texture gets the engage. Oh my god, Disrupt looking clean there. They had 3 players ready to collect the B hit because Gen G hadn't put pressure anywhere else on the map. Oh no. Oh no. Yo, what is going on here? The team that got through the Indian qualifier is about to beat Gen G. Oh my god. Holy shit. Hello everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Now, I was expecting to tune in at about this time, or even a little earlier, and see the next match. I'm excited to tune in for the next game and see Team Vitality. But I might have to go back and have a look at more of what's happening here. Map 1 was so good. Lotus? Yeah. Now, obviously, I haven't been watching all of this game. I was just following the scores on VLR while I was in bed, and I've just woken up and seen what's happening. I like the fact that Gen G have put Meteor on the Killjoy and Texture on Duelist. I think that's probably going to be the best situation for them. By the stats, it looked like Karen shit the bed on map 1. But I didn't watch, so... don't know. If you were watching, how's Karen been? But it looks like they're having an absolute nightmare on the attack side here.
Being ahead 9-3 at half time, and now they still have the attacking side to play with. Still with the attacking side to play with. You need to remember that for Gen G, this is...
Map 1, Aria was 12-1 or some shit in 5 rounds. Holy fuck. Alright. So a little bit of quiet here. Gen G... Gen G are not using... Chat. Gen G are not using the Viper Orb. Chat. Munchkin's not using the Viper Orb. Chat, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Don't do this to me, Gen G. Okay, but they triple peek and they find Techno. That's gonna start a reactive push. Because Techno saw a ton of players. So they're gonna try and react into A. Nanoswarm's broken. They're kind of slow getting in. Not really decisive from True Rippers, but they eventually get into the site. Lakia has a dog and a flash. Here comes the dog. The Breach has just wasted both of their flashes on an empty site. So now they don't have any good post plant, but they might be getting fault line back soon. Here comes the fault line. Health needs to use the fault line. Health did not use the fault line. Oh my... Oh! Oh, Jesus! Oh, it nearly happened! Oh, Deathmaker nearly killed them all! Okay. Okay, Gen G win. Gen G win. Not very good breach utility in that round from Health. Could have been far better optimized. Actually, the fault line might have been used at the end there. That might have been a HUD bug. I couldn't see it. We didn't see their POV. Or anybody that would have been affected by it, but it's possible that Health used the fault line at the end there. Yeah, this game is live. Deathmaker was a duelist main for 3 years before he joined this team. I didn't watch maps 1 and 2, no. I'll have to go back and look at the VODs though, because I wasn't expecting this to be close. Even though I'm a big Gen G doubter, I didn't think this was going to be that close. Munchkin? Where have you put the orb? Munchkin? Where is your Viper orb? Munchkin! Dude, I am going to have to put out a public service announcement for pro players playing Viper on this map. It's amazing. It's amazing.
For now, TR insisting on this A side. Paranoia actually waiting, and I think it could be a really strong one considering Lackey is there on the crossfire to try and help out. It doesn't even come down to the Paranoia considering
All right.
he gets a double kill.
3 players on A. Crossfires win.
Picked up soon after as well. Flawless for Genji.
This is clearly Crossfire as any, and it means their economy is going to get a bit of a boost as well. Something which
Where are you throwing this orb?
are going to bring out all of these
That's the wrong way, Munchkin.
even if they win this round, thankfully, because of that flawless, Genji haven't got any financial worries, at least for the next couple.
Motherfucker.
In terms of ult management, once again, we're not going to see anything. We've not seen any standout performances.
By the way, what is the title of my stream?
True Rippers now.
I don't know what the title of my stream was, but I've just updated it in case it wasn't already updated.
Defense.
So, instead of just running Karen on C,
Genji ran on their attack this time, though.
they're putting the Viper Orb on C.
It seems to just be a game of finding these ult wards, Pavlos.
I don't like that. I feel like True Ripper are going to be able to find really easy timings for when the smoke is down. I think they're going to be able to explode through it fairly easily as well.
More pressure on this round, I think, than TR would have liked.
Something to mention as well is the swarm grenade from Deathmaker.
True Ripper haven't broken the turret yet.
Really, really wise usage, and it means that they're just draining the.
I'd like to see Genji try to get texture pushed up towards A lobby in some of these rounds. Because I think he might be able to time the Prowler occasionally. Alright, Techno's going to try and reclear Meteor. Almost found the timing. And actually, Texture does die on C. So now C is super open. It's only Meteor inside the Viper Orb. Caught by the Prowler, flushed out. Any attempt to flood is going to be super difficult because they don't have the Viper wall on C. Why do people try to reinvent really good setups and just come up with worse versions?
Effectively back into this retake. The Prowler's going to allow a little bit more aggression. Dairon in through Garage is able to at least trade for one, but 4 versus 2. Still not looking pretty for Genji, Pavlos.
HSK moment? Yeah, maybe.
TR patient and the smoke play strong. Munchkin will it be only good for
The way that Chobra was talking about it on Plat Chat, a lot of people rate HSK for what he's done in Counter-Strike, rather than anything he's done in Valorant.
David versus Goliath.
Which, when your first coaching experience is coaching a team that just doesn't get a win,
Halfway across
it puts a lot of pressure on this, on HSK coaching this team to actually
the Giants
show anything.
on Haven. 10 to 5. 3 rounds now separate them from victory.
The Viper wall, yeah, it looks terrible. They're not using this C retake wall, they're using an A wall that is just awful.
That's what they are doing.
If you run it at the beginning of the round,
And as we enter,
then it stops you from being able to look down this sight line.
no ultimates.
And the only things it blocks off are this and this.
It's going to be a tough old spot here for Genji.
I guess you could try to fight it maybe down A long, but it looks really awkward. This is a much better wall.
Live in a second, but that only goes so far.
This wall makes it more difficult for them to split through, more difficult for them to push backside, allows you to flood retake C, and it puts pressure on the turret in mid.
For Munchkin now. A duel in Garage, something which eluded Genji in the previous round.
Where is his orb now? Mate, fuck knows. Probably C. No, I don't know. I literally can't see it on the map. I don't know. Alright, Karen under pressure from the nade, backside. Alarm bot caught. Munchkin's going to try and swing on that. He doesn't see the... Oh, he did just catch the second player, but not enough. Munchkin's wall's now going to go down. And without the Viper wall, those players coming in from CT just end up getting caught because they're facing players over towards like default and logs.
And that's to do it alone in a 1v4.
True Rippers, they're here.
Oi, oi, oi.
Everywhere, and for Genji.
Where was the orb this round? I can't even see it on the minimap.
Winning this round is not an option, and losing this round.
I don't know whether he even had it.
And yet again, it's an impossible.
How can a roster with these players lose? I don't think it's a good roster.
Just to secure the ult.
This is not a good roster.
You're risking losing the rifle going into the next
I think Texture's a very good player.
Sustain it for Lackey.
I think Meteor might have some promise on Killjoy.
Tibulate, wait for the next round, and pray that True Rippers don't find this map. And now series points as fast as Gen G were able to do so on Ascent.
I don't think Lakia was on a good team in 2020. Lakia was looking very good in 2020.
Definitely pressure on them here.
Since then, has shown no signs of being a top player.
TR look comfortable. Chill.
They look calm. They
Near
look
zero
collected.
nerves.
Yeah.
Lakia was disappointing in tier 2.
Wild to think that, considering the circumstances of this series.
And that's not to say that players like that are never good ever again. Sometimes it just takes a change in team setup
Vandals and pistols to complement
for them to return to looking like they're really competent.
has the from the shadows, but even then,
But not the kind of player where you're like guaranteed you're going to get great performances from them.
Lakia with the Seekers, maybe something a bit more instrumental when it comes to those
But yeah,
replays,
this True Rippers team looks
alive. What a good
pretty competent. They got good ideas about what they want to do so far, at least from the stuff that I've watched.
Out on C.
Their utility's thorough. They're a little slow in terms of how they're taking map control. They're certainly a more, like, slow-paced attack side team.
TR.
True Rippers tried something in the previous half, but it works beautifully for them. Great rotation from
I've got some piccalilli in my mustache.
They're going to get there in the nick of time, but they managed.
All right, 3 players stacked over towards C, just in time to try to hit this. You've got a Jet.
Not finding information.
Oops, not going from lobby, going down mid. Texture manages to find Deathmaker and pops dash to be able to get away. I think this wall is also horrible, by the way.
True Rippers potentially being a little bit too clever, a little bit too slow here.
It's
Try and buy a bit of space now for the rest of the team.
it's not that useful. It looks good because it's like, oh, it smokes off 3 choke points, but it's just
They've set their
not
case.
really very useful. You don't need to smoke all 3 of them at once,
Especially to hit C here.
The third gap was actually worked out
and they can get through it fairly easily.
C site.
All right, C split. Flash. Disrupt goes for the entry. Karen's trying to anchor. Aryu just swings and dominates. All right, Texture could win this, though.
Really well timed, but Aryu is not going to let go of this.
Yeah.
Texture's
And Aryu
down, and
is
Gen
facing the
still in the
next
fight.
player through CT as Texture continues to create pressure.
And screaming, Gen G are going to make this.
This round very much just a Texture, fine, I'll do it myself.
For True Rippers, they have quite a bit of money in the bank.
I haven't even completed my first Baldur's Gate run yet, damn Wolfie.
They've proven mortal on their attack, and for Gen G, that is going to be so effective for their confidence. It's a much needed round.
One enemy remaining. Spike planted.
To be fair, if you're playing a solo Viper on Haven, that's probably a pretty decent wall in your rank games.
Just a little bit more oxygen in their
But not in a pro match where you're playing double smokes. Oh, he's doing it again.
available for the TR side. Is that going to be enough to put them on match point?
They're able to bring out the off as well.
Munchkin's put his orb down C long again.
Behind the spy, especially with Techno having to drop down to a Spectre. But that being said, True Rippers, they're going to try and challenge
Anybody that plays the defense side Viper like this
this A side.
is not going to win on Haven. I firmly believe that.
Gen G.
You can't play this composition, butcher the ideas so badly, and then still expect a win because the comp is good.
TR. Reading this quite
Wow, they've just contacted in.
made their awareness, their position known either.
This is beautiful for
Okay, now they know somebody's up to heaven. Counter spam, counter spam. They're scared.
It's going to be very hard to try and break their way out of here. LF going to allow Deathmaker to get to that spike plant. That's going to allow...
Nice. Okay, so now that... Oh, he didn't fully plant.
Flank Pavlos.
Techno.
Oh, this is getting whiffy and messy for True Rippers. Come on, guys. You've got tons of ults.
But there's a flank
Keep it
that can
clean.
be instrumental. They've got the best player in the right position.
Oh, disrupt. Why are you walking into the area where they have to be? There's a lockdown. You have Raze ult. Don't throw this. No. No. Wait. Oh.
Without any bullets, can't close the deal. Gen
Oh, what a toss of a post plant from True Rippers. What a toss. They didn't plant because they were thinking too much about getting the lockdown. So then the lockdown was a little late. Blair got killed on the flank, which is fine, but then the Raze goes back to re-clear it. at the worst possible timing, just as they're all going to be stood there due to the lockdown.
This game is going to get much.
When the Rays also had ult. Oh, no. They mistimed their nightfall because the plant didn't go down when they thought it was going to. Oh, no.
Much needed encouragement.
Where is Munchkin's orb? He's been putting it here.
Placing swarm grenade.
And now to an 11-7.
Well, this is still 2 rifles and a bulldog.
Obviously,
Wow.
but the unit shows up straight on the bat. Disrupt.
Punished for using the dog.
Wants to kill and upgrades to a vandal.
They force Genji straight off that site as well. All of a sudden, Genji have got to commit ults to this round. A round which, honestly, they may not have been expecting to.
So they're using Karen's smoke there instead. Look, Karen threw a smoke. It was too late, obviously, because nobody had information down A long.
Gen G want to secure this Munchkin find the kill to
Okay, Techno goes 1 for 1. And the breach ult.
I started reading Stormlight Archives, Mr. A. Really like it so far. Reminds a bit of some action manga in its power system lol.
Yeah, it's Stormlight Archives is fantastic, Nesnes. Thank you for the 17 months. Well, True Ripper's got a good entry in that round, but the lockdown ended up being a bit overwhelming for them. They all got pushed out, and then they didn't have the weaponry because they were on an eco. Would it have been nice to have the pull for post plant? Possibly.
True Rippers are going to be able to recover what's now been a bit of momentum now, really going in favor of Gen G.
This is rough for them because True Rippers keep getting into nice post plant spots, or at least winnable post plant spots, and then allowing Gen G into the site a little too easily. Nothing too much wrong with how they're approaching the early and mid round, though. Good timing for Texture on the peak, right as he heard the haunt being placed. No attempt from Karen to try to punish that orb tap at all. Still worried about an exit coming in, I suppose, but the breach is dead and the haunt is down, so there's really nothing to be too worried about. Yeah, and Karen just decides to swing in the end. Alright, you're in a 5v3. You can relax now, Genji. Texture's watching Garage. Techno's going to walk into this as well. Oh! Okay, Karen's... Yeah, they know where the final player is. Oh, please don't throw this, True Ripper. Please. Please don't choke this right as I start watching you. You're up 9-3 at the half. You were clearly fucking pounding them. You've been getting into decent post-plant spots. And now you're on an eco. Oh, please no. Please no.
Momentum, meaning, you know, for TR, the victory of their game, and for Gen G, crippling of TR's mental.
I feel like even if the conversation is brought up with them being on level standing, True Rippers, that's a victory. To be mentioned in the same sentence as a level, as an equal with Gen G is a victory here. That being said, being better is going to taste even nicer.
Where the fuck has Munchkin put his orb again?
To get through Garage here. The money isn't great for True Rippers.
Is that his orb at front B?
Rounds aren't great. They approach the apoptosis of this map. Munchkin forced out of position. Garage control ascertained. True Rippers inching towards this C site, but 3 defenders to worry about here.
TR eager for the C-site take. To silence their movement for now. Trying to see
I can't see it on the minimap. I don't think it is front B.
clearing out Garage, spotting out a couple of players. So that will call for Gen G to stick around.
I don't know where he's put it.
Exactly what TR would have liked.
Alright, so C-split coming through.
Flash through. Here's the execution.
Munchkin kills 1. Wall goes up as well. Meteor playing in front towards default.
With that stinger, is it going to be good enough? Meteor into the middle of the site is able to deal with them, holding his ground, and Gen G only a single round away from
I still don't know where the Viper Orb was, but... Alright, next round. True Rippers. Rifles. Come on. Come on.
11 on map 3, and then not be able to close.
I'm glad the stream's working. There was a 30-minute tech pause and the stream went down 3 times. Well, I hope that they fix that.
2 items which True Rippers have not been able to beat. Timeout call.
Where's he throwing it? He's already thrown the orb.
For it. Ults available. That Nightfall.
All right, I've got to go back. All right, we'll catch up to live in just a second.
And Genji only a single round away from finding
What's he doing?
This is going to be heartbreaking for True Rippers if they come this
Hello.
far to get to 11 on map 3 and then not be able to close it out. That operator on texture.
Yeah, he's got a lineup for C long, doesn't he?
2 items
Munchkin's thrown it for C long.
not been able to beat.
I just can't see it on the minimap.
I can't think of a better moment for it. Ults available.
YouTube's compression just absolutely ruins the ability to see the Viper Orb. But I guess it must be at C long. Oh, I can just vaguely see it.
really close to this, right? A lot of teams struggle at closing out.
I think he must be I think he's probably just putting it in the same place over by C long repeatedly, and the YouTube compression just makes it so you can barely see it on the minimap.
12. Even guaranteeing overtime will be enough here for True Rippers. Getting to overtime would be enough here. But for Genji, this has been an
It's very annoying doing VOD review and you can't even see some of the abilities.
second half. Once everything clicked, once they found their groove, they've looked unstoppable. True Rippers, hopefully this timeout will be enough to stop it.
Wow. Okay, 1 for 1. Disrupt ended up going backwards there because he thought he killed the only player. Lucky has been solo anchoring A lot at the beginning of these rounds.
Zoom out egg.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh, I'm trolling. My bad. Coffee Wanker, thank you for the 6 months. Sorry.
And this time is no different.
No different at all, actually, and for Genji,
So what they did in this round was they stunned down here and they threw a haunt up here and they double blast packed their Rays to be able to kill this player, and then the Rays turned around and got opt in the back.
really start
So they killed Lakia, but Texture got the kill on the Rays. We could see, we have the map. Then what the fuck are you complaining about?
There's no one here, no one to trade. Then they can play with the spike advantage. That's exactly what they want.
Now,
What? The C's wasn't even
this is where the retake wall at C
30 seconds.
comes in real handy.
muscled onto the site now. The lurking Deathmaker is going to be so important here.
Oh, Meteor was just dropping down, but Karen's 1v1. Everybody brawled over Garage there. I mean, Helef's in such a wild position. Oh, you beefed it, Helef! No, not like this. No way! God, if there was a round that just summed up this entire half for True Ripper, it would be that one.
2-11 Pavlos and
They should be winning every one of these rounds. They should be winning every single one of these rounds.
that utility at maybe the wrong time, but
Oh.
very minimal changes now, which separate the two of these sides. Genji
I can't believe Gen G aren't getting punished for this. I can't believe Gen G aren't getting punished for this.
now, as Genji look to hit map and series point Pavlos.
I can't believe it.
Perfect amount of utility to do it.
They're playing so badly,
So much.
and yet True Rippers are just beefing in the final moments of all of these rounds.
Gotta make it quick. Gotta make it fast.
Choking diff.
The slower they are, the quicker Gen G are to rotate.
Come on, True Rippers.
Well, they are here, and well, for Gen G, it is only Lakia and Meteor, two very separate.
Oh, Meteor's got a judge. And he swings off the turret. Well, actually anticipated a little bit. Texture's weak, though.
Is he traded out? No, he's not.
Oh, tragic. Okay, True Ripper can still buy. Not a disaster. True Ripper still have a buy. Munchkin's got Viper's Pit.
Pavlos. Oh my word. This has been a hell of a comeback from Gen G to go what was all 10-3 down.
Come on.
Now, most teams wouldn't even be able
Come on.
to consider themselves to have merit in that round.
Text just got an op again.
Map and series points. True Rippers up against it.
Same terrible A wall.
But with this
Aren't you planning to use the pit, Munchkin? They've triple stacked A, including the Viper that has pit. Wow, they've got Karen so deep. Hey, they're actually using the wall fairly nicely there, but Arya kills 2, and the trade comes through. Let's go, Health. Let's go, Health. Now you guys can chill. Now you guys can chill. You're anticipating one being over towards A. Group up, trade each other out down short or something. Meteor's looking for more information over towards long. I doubt Meteor is going to re-wrap short here, though. Unless they make a noise. Meteor's going to assume they've left. No? Yeah, Meteor's going to assume they've left. But now that they're making noise, now Meteor's going to realize it's A. Surely, right? You heard the fault line, bro. I mean, maybe that's just a land diff or something. Oh, and he's making footsteps the whole time. Meteor's fucked it. Meteor had the match-winning play. And he just didn't hear the fault line happening right behind him. Pull on the spike.
As soon as Texture touches the spike, he does so, and it's enabled. And what TR do is group their players together.
Texture could still win this, though. This is the same situation again. Oh, they're not going for it. That's so risky. 11-12. Oh, my heart. Oh, my God, my heart. When both of the True Rippers players started whiffing, I started panicking. But, goddamn. Okay, let's go, True Rippers. Let's go.
Welcome to Convergence, and welcome to what may be the upset of APAC.
And what TR is saying, welcome to India.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome to India.
Welcome to Bangalore.
True Rippers fighting.
Look at this. Just the discipline there.
They have
The confidence to not
major testicles for not peeking on that first tap.
Oh my word.
When they're down 11-12, if Texture had just stuck against them, oh boy, that would have been bad.
On their CT still, on their defensive side, let's see if Gen G are going to be able to be the first ones to almost break that mold.
So, to remind anybody who wasn't watching earlier, True Rippers were up 9-3 on this, on their defense half. So, they've been winning a lot on defense. I didn't see too much of it. What I did see seemed to indicate that Gen G's attack side was a bit too telegraphed. They didn't seem to be putting pressure in one area of the map early on in the rounds and then pivoting. They were just like, oh, we'll just do a fast B. We'll just do a fast A. Things that are too easy to defend against. Testicle rippers? Just torn open. Testes on the floor.
I mean, for True Rippers, you heard how loud the crowd was when they were able to get to overtime. Imagine how loud they're going to be if they win this.
I did the up and down toothbrushing this morning, was a game changer. That's horrendous that that advice has been useful for other people. Alright. Seasonade? Ooh, good damage on Meteor? 100 damage on Meteor to start the round is not anything to sniff at. Not bad at all. And I like this Killjoy setup as well. Good info down short and good info down long because you wait later on in the round to use the alarm bot. And here we go. No real pressure applied anywhere else and they're just committing to the A hit. They dog to clear short. And they do spot Deathmaker. They're going to try and clear Deathmaker with the paranoia and they lose! Okay, the smoke is quite nice, but Gen G put a real focus on clearing it out. Unfortunately, they then swing through the smoke, one at a time, straight into the next player, so it's still a 2v3. This plant. Oh, whiffy from Aryu, committed to a spray that wasn't great. Not a bad idea from Gen G there on their attack. They went for the paranoia updraft play, which isn't a bad thing to go for. I was just amazed that Deathmaker managed to get the kill. It was a nice idea once they'd used the dog to find that player. And then they very slowly and methodically took control of that Astra smoke as well. So Gen.G, despite the fact that their macro gave away that they were just going to hit A, they did clear out those tricky positions quite well. Come on, True Rippers, come on. Oh, they're walking into the texture op. Deep flash? No, there's smoke. I don't think they've ever done this smoke.
They don't respond well off of number deficits. And this time Gen.G is on the
It just got red immediately. Oh, it's over. I can't believe Gen.G haven't been punished for their awful play. I cannot believe True Rippers couldn't win one of those rounds earlier on. I'm so sad.
All they have to do is play it slow, play it safe. 13 to 12.
I don't know if I'll ever recover from this.
Of a minute. Deathmaker looking to close up the gap. He's got to make the magic work. Shot from Lakia. It's successful. Deathmaker on site. Meets demise. And even though they got
Gen.G are going to Madrid, sadly. Oh no.
It was by no means pretty. It was by no
No.
means easy. But Gen.G, they emerged victorious.
Goddamn. That was tragic. True Rippers should have won that game, man. Losing the 9-3 advantage is bad enough, but when they had so many attacking rounds where they were set up with an advantage, and they ended up losing anyway, Texture just decided that he wasn't going to lose that game. Also, Munchkin's stats are going to be good at the end of that, but my god, he has got some awful Viper setups.
definitely a lot more of a competitive field than they anticipated, and either the teams that you thought
HSK's first win of 2023, I don't think that's one to celebrate about.
they did manage to bring up the comeback in the end, right? They realized the mistakes, they were able to capitalize on the
Fuck.
Yeah, and once Texture had that operator, it felt like that was the missing piece for Gen.G.
Yep,
there.
his first win as a Valorant coach, but again, I don't think it's one to celebrate.
That operator out took so long to find that winning formula. That's a window of time which many teams just aren't going to give you.
what a game, what a series, and
What a
you know,
series.
for TR, they
Okay.
happy about that one, but for now,
I'm gonna mute.
we're gonna have to
I have to go today in an hour. Now, I was ready to stream an hour ago when the Vitality match was supposed to begin. What do you think the odds are that the game even is started by then? I've been rolled by the Indian tech pause, yeah. So the odds that you guys are giving me range from 50% to 0%. So it's not looking good for me. The maps have taken like 20 minutes to get into. Well, it's normally... yeah, if this was like a Masters tournament or Champions or something, it would take about 20 minutes between matches. But... Or maybe more like 30 minutes between matches. But this is... Yeah. Almost certainly going to take longer, isn't it? Let's go... Yeah, let's go back and watch the first map. We'll do a live VOD review.
now the True Rippers start.
Where's the pistol round?
To True Rippers.
Just listen to that.
Show me the bloody pistol side.
Good to be here, Pab.
Here it is. Let's have a look.
Be back. Of course, Gen.G starting on defense with True Rippers on the attack. Now, of course, for Lotus, it's a map where if you want to start, you have to start fast. We're going to see a bit of early control over towards C main here, but Gen.G, big stack of towards connection here. This could be the crunch.
Okay. I like this attempt at a trap play. That's a nice flash, actually, from... oh, it's Disrupt playing. What the hell? Wait, so on Haven, they had Disrupt playing Raze, Health playing Breach, Death... What the... They've just changed literally everybody's role between map 1 and map 3, apart from Techno. What the hell? That's so weird. Okay. All right, that's bizarre.
Left-hand side. True Ripper's forced to fall back.
I like the idea from Gen G, though. The paranoia and the trap play there is pretty solid. I think opening the B doors after you've controlled Mound is good, though. And now they're just running through Waterfall and they don't realize that they're this deep. Oh, and that flash seems pretty decent. Yeah. Are you? Oh, Karen with the whiff. Ari was looking the bloody other way, reloading. It's pronounced Hell F. Oh, okay.
Low HP to work with, so Meteor, he has every chance to try and convert this.
Alright, Meteor, show us what you've got. True Ripper's so far adapting nicely. Bot, on site, spotted. Are you is low? Can you finish off the deal? That's close! But one bullet is required for each of the players, both at 5 points of battle.
Okay. What a pistol round. What a pistol round.
Played in VCT, they may have an experience on the global stage, but...
And it only took 1 round to prove they were mortal as well.
Exactly. So it's the best possible start for the True Ripper's side. Gen G.
I don't know if a right click is even better at that range, actually, Cavalry Archer.
They're going to highly momentum. One next to their neck.
Practically everything pretty early.
Don't know.
Hinging on this round as much as it is the other way. I think with this many rifles as well, they're looking for these long-range duels. Once again, going for this control of Mounds, and well, luckily for them, Gen G are only relying on the Killjoy with a mere classic to try and hold this. Deathmaker.
This should not be a close round at all.
It's a snake bite, but it's truly not enough. Here. More keys coming in.
At least try and stop this 3-man defense. It may be just as quick as our last one.
What the fuck?
Try and stop this 3-man defense. It may be just as quick as our last one.
The Rays double blast packs to the front of Rubble? What the fuck is that?
The utility helped out and allowing him to keep that position, forcing True Reapers out of there.
Surprising actually that they weren't able to trade really at all there for Gen G. Munchkin, the next man to be tested, but he's got the fade to assist him as well.
Countering the Omen TP? How are you going to counter the Omen TP by doing that? You're just going to high-five him in the air and then land in front of the rest of his team.
Munchkin, ready for it. We're not quite safe to get the spike down. Oh, texture from the sideline as well, assists. And Disrupt alone. And this is
okay. Sorry, I'm eating some spicy piccalilli. So now Aryu has ult. Are they going to make a game plan around that? Oh, I like this. Texture's playing over towards C to anticipate the lockdown. He could nade and then ult when the lockdown comes in.
To enter a site and keeping the other part of the map up for a retake. That's what they've done here. If it's A-site infiltration, leave it for later. But for now, that C-site is so dangerous.
That it does. However, True Rippers, they're slowing the pace a little bit here. Deathmaker not quite able to avoid the utility from Gen G there. However, I think it's safe to assume that.
Very slow attack rounds from True Rippers. Similar to what we saw from them on Haven, actually. They're not really taking... They're not really applying pressure in one area of the map so that they can take it passively in another area. They're just kind of poking and prodding for 20, 30 seconds without accomplishing very much. Now they're droning, and now they make a decision to run over towards A. They're not going to have too much time to use the lockdown. I guess they're not going to use it at this point. They're still going to use it. There's 20 seconds left. Oh, that's close. Texture can still try to commit back to this with the ult, I think. That's... He ults from so far back there, but he does find a kill. He has nade as well. Oh, Texture was... Texture was one shot, so he ran straight into the Ryu spray down. Not bad, not bad.
Against Gen G, one of the best teams in Korea.
One of the best teams in Korea, yeah. Probably not one of the best teams in APAC this year.
You know, disorganized was so last year coming quite in time to try and help out. But, you know, True Reapers had a guarantee in measure, had an extra player help on the sidelines to try and help.
Same kind of thing from Gen G here in terms of how they're trying to, like, trap or play aggressively on defense over towards Mound. Alright, I'm going to skip forwards a bit here because True Rippers are so slow. I'm skipping 30 seconds. They haven't moved. They literally haven't moved in 30 seconds. Come on. Come on. Come on, True Rippers. Come on. So much respect for Gen G. And now they're leaving. 40 seconds left. They're going to try and meet up with Ryu. Very slow. Very dangerous here for True Rippers. If you end up running into a couple of players over here, you might end up just getting eco'd. Just 20 seconds again hitting A. And they're not very well set up to hit. They do have better weapons, but... if Ryu hadn't killed 3 of them, that round is probably over. I mean, if Ryu gets overwhelmed there by the eco players, it's over. That's not a great round by True Rippers, but Ryu's bailing them out. Oh, nice little timeout. Love to see it. This map is basically the Killjoy gets 3 every round that they win.
Exactly like that. Have to win this if they want to stay in it.
Okay, so Gen G this time are playing aggressive for rubble control instead of mount control. True Rippers have excellent ultimates to be able to go for some big exec play. I would be trying to get over towards C right now to get value out of my Raze ult, because you know that they are not playing aggressively for Mound, but they're going to try and re-clear over towards A instead. And, yeah, Karen just gets completely caught there too. He doesn't even try to use his utility to escape. Gen G's positioning seemed fine, but the way that they played that just got so easily cleared. Nice shot, Munchkin. Munchkin's just saved them, potentially. You could still just breach all the site. You're in a 2v3, you could definitely still just breach all site. In order to get... Okay, here comes the breach ult. No smoke? Not combining... Oh, well, okay. Techno eventually smokes heaven. Oh, good paranoia. Disrupt is so weak, though. Well, don't think that was a great round by either team, to be honest. But Munchkin's shots ended up winning it for them. Put them in a player advantage. Oh, True Rippers have no coach. Seriously. That's pretty wild. Qualifying to a tournament like this without a coach is pretty impressive. The players just vote for the timeout? Wow. Gen G don't have a coach too? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They have HSK. Stop it. Stop it. HSK has just come off the back of his first ever win as a Valorant coach. Okay? Today's the day of celebration for HSK fans everywhere. Who's HSK? The former DFM coach, who is now coaching Gen G. I think he has some history in Counter-Strike, but I'm not really sure. That's what Chobra was saying, though, on Plat Chat yesterday. Still, This composition for True Rippers has massive ultimates. Dude, there's no fucking way that you're getting away with this. There's just no way.
Not good for more than one. And now we're left for 3v4. True Rippers actually have got the advantage.
There's no way, man.
First there, it looked like he was about to get overwhelmed instantly, but True Rippers, they do a great job. The recon dart from Hella pulls the aim away from everyone who would have tried him. So nice bit of technique to get the Soul Man coming with the Viper to try and hold this.
You know what the wild part is too? I think they could commit even more heavily on that and it might work better. If they also had Techno teleport to switch, I think that could be a fucking crazy A-Rubble take for an attacking team to do. You know the Omen teleport that gets you to switch and you like end up behind a lot of the opponents sometimes? It doesn't work a lot of the time unless you have good distraction for it. But what's a better distraction than Deathmaker double blast packing on top of Rubble? They combo with the Flash and the Haunt, but the Flash and the Haunt are normally fairly easily dodged and killed, and you can still punish Deathmaker. But I think if they threw in... I think if they threw in the insanely aggressive Omen TP as well, they might be cooking. The problem is I don't actually think you can Omen TP like that unless you're running a Viper. Because don't you do the TP from inside the Viper Orb? Yeah, I think you do. So I don't know whether they'll be able to do that.
Finds himself just a free piece and runs out. And now equilibrium across the board.
They threw the third map, Pepper Axe. I watched it just now. I was so sad. Okay, 3v3 though, after this crazy fight. This is another round where you could definitely use the lockdown, but instead, they're just trying to run into the site with no util, and they get owned. At the moment, I'm not very impressed with True Rippers. I know that they end up winning this map, but at the moment, they don't look that impressive. And they're having to eco again. All right.
Wanting to cause some pressure, not make this push that easy, but they're running out of utility.
Oh, they raise ult. A good trade. Oh, and they forced out the lockdown too. That's pretty good. Are they going to push this? Yeah. Guys, go, go, go. Commit to it. They just open themselves up because they're a little slow with everything. Not a bad attempt on the eco, though. Alright, you still have massive ults to work with here. You still have the lockdown. Fast map control from True Ripper. What? Deathmaker just runs in with no util and kills both of the site anchors. They only have 2 speeds. I was like happy that they were just taking map control over towards C. They had the spike and the omen on a completely different part of the map, and Deathmaker still just ran in. Oh, this is a crazy game. It feels like True Rippers don't know what they're up to. Munchkin also didn't use the Viper's Pit on Haven defense. It is a coachless team. True, true, true. And my expectations of them, I should be clear, was 0 coming into this tournament. But I'm just excited to watch this because they somehow managed to beat Gen G fairly solidly on this map. Texture gets an ob kill over towards C early on. They're trying to lurk over towards A, but Techno's not using his smokes like where you would put the Viper Orb to try and get this space. He's just walking in. They're trying to use the Viper Wall to walk in. They dodge the Haunt. But then Texture kills Techno because, again, they're not using any smokes. How does True Rippers win this map? They're getting boomed at the moment. I know it's 5-5, but Gen.G are definitely playing better than True Rippers. Oh, God, wait. They're going to win this round, aren't they? Just after I've said that. Those kills over towards B and the fact that Breach has ult, this is a 1v2 clutch, isn't it? Will you watch the Vitality game? Yeah, that was what I was tuning in to watch, the Vitality game, but it was so much later than expected, so much later than advertised, that I might not even be able to watch it at this point. Oh, please, no. What a great timing for Disrupt's first peak. Okay, Karen does get the 1v1. All right. I don't think Disrupt played that very well. That he could have just tried to play in a passive situation and hold an angle, and then if he hits a tap, uses Breach ult. But, all right. Still huge ults here for True Rippers. They haven't used their second lockdown in a long time. All right, here comes the Breach ult. Lakia, what the fuck? Techno ulted into spawn and killed Lakia. That's such a funny Omen ult, because everyone expects you to be Omen ulting like here. So the A players are running like this to try to deal with this Omen ult, and you Omen ult in the corner instead to kill them. Dude, I actually love that from Techno. He did the same thing on the Ascent attack side too. On Ascent attack side? But there isn't a standard... Well, wait. On Ascent, people expect you to be Omen ulting into back B site. So where was he ulting? Into the defender's spawn and killing the rotators away from A? He Omen ulted into CT spawn. Was he... Did he really? He Omen ulted into spawn to kill the A rotates. That's actually genius. I really think that that's a decent idea. Now, he probably got caught that time because he'd already done it to them on map 1. But I actually think that's a good idea. All right, so this should be a 6-6 half. They even have the lockdown for post. I'm going to skip forwards 20 seconds to where the action's going to start happening. All right, as soon as Deathmaker takes contact here, just use the lockdown. Just use the lockdown. Don't feel like there's any reason there for Helef to die, but that's okay. 2v3, they might still be able to hold this off. Techno still has flash. Ooh, the blast pack actually made Munchkin inaccurate. Good work using the nanoswarms early there from Aryu. And Techno stays alive to clutch, but it was already won anyway. Aryu had clutched it with the nanoswarms. Alright, so I don't think that was an amazing half by either team, but True Rippers did have one round that I liked, that final round. I liked that final round. Okay, it looks like Aryu was carrying because he's finished the half 20-7, but I think it's just that in all of the positions, no one else was getting kills for True Ripper, and Aryu was just being able to clean everybody up from Gen.G. It didn't feel like Aryu was making the wild solo plays all around the map. It just felt like Aryu was being able to trade his teammates really consistently, while Gen.G were looking at other people. I know that sometimes Aryu was able to get a couple of kills, like he got that 3k in the post plant that was pretty good. Round 3 or something like that. That was a really big round from Aryu. But the rest of it has just been very consistent, like 2Ks every round. He's not necessarily getting the massive impact frags. He's just making sure that everybody gets cleaned up. The 4K? Which one was the 4K round? I can't remember that one. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The 4K on the pistol. Yes. That was also pretty huge.
Not what they really needed. They've taken a lot of damage and haven't really created any.
Where he won the 1v1 at the end against whoever it was that had a classic.
Because that A site is open, and if they're not able to get there on time, we might have a position where Gen G.
The other 4K when they hit the site with like 3 seconds. That's the round that I was thinking of though, where he killed people. Oh no, I'm thinking of post plan. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so yeah, Aryu had 3 big rounds. So yeah, that's fair enough. Actually, half of the rounds that True Rippers won were off the back of Aryu having some big multi-kills. Yeah, that's more than I realized, yeah. What you got for me on the retake? We've still got quite a lot of the breach utility. Recon clears out a lot of the site there. It's a great recon die if it doesn't get broken. They take the nanoswarm out. Halved already. Munchkin and Meteor just line up and they get the defuse. Oh my god. I feel like Aryu is doing the best because he's also playing with some of the most confidence against Gen G. He's just... He doesn't give a fuck. He's swinging them. Like, when he realizes that Gen G are stuck in a corner, he's just taking it to them. The rest of True Rippers, apart from that round where Deathmaker just... Well, actually, Deathmaker's been playing with a lot of confidence too. But in a bit of a silly way. But in these, like, team fight situations, Aryu's not scared. Let's skip this round. Alright, what's Gen G up to? Anti-bonus. Haunt. They don't break the recon. It can be really difficult, I think, to get rubble control against a Breach Sova team. If Gen G just keep running into rubble like that, they're probably going to lose some rounds where they just get mulched by the stun or the paranoia or the recon or something. I mean, stun nade on its own is difficult enough to deal with. Never mind when you add a recon on top and decide to fight. So, True Rippers are trying to push out B here. They've broken the turret. I think it'd be a good idea to go and explore elsewhere now. But again, True Rippers just not really looking like they have enough leadership within the team. They just end up pausing for a while, not doing anything on their attack and defense side. Lakia completely caught. But that gives all the information over to Gen G that they should go for the site hit. Now they need to hold off a retake. So now this is just going to be a full retake scenario. I like Texture's positioning here because it's going to dodge breach utility most of the time, and I think catch people as they're setting up for the retake util. You don't need to break that. You've just given away that you're playing on top. No. Ooh, 2 big kills from Munchkin. And what is he doing? Knife out running into the site when he's in a 1v2 trying to stop them from retaking. Huh? So, massive bonus round for True Rippers, partly because Karen gave away that they were playing aggressive there and they just got cleared by the utility. The whole point of playing on that top area is that you're supposed to be using the people on site as bait and catching them by surprise and not getting cleared by the utility. And Karen just shot the boombot like, hello, please clear me. My favorite 2 nickel statistic that exists after the series is that this is not the first Indian Tier 2 team with 2 Filipino players to have taken a 3-site map off of a Korean team with a 13-9 scoreline and lost the series 2-1. It also happened when Orangutan beat D+ on Haven in Pacific Ascension and then lost the series 2-1. That is so specific. That is such an incredibly specific fun fact. Alright, let's skip the rest of this.
So we do have a bit of an issue.
Left has had Abby. Your opponent.
Alright. They're going to nade. They're going to recon. They do manage to go 1-for-1 with the Raze ult.
A bit lost there.
And then Techno looked very lost, and the Sova was still fighting super aggressively. Which is not how you would normally play that as the Sova or the Omen. The Omen was very lost there.
Yeah, that's a bit of a cock-up from TR. Texture is only telling
Yeah, that's not the best way of playing Rubble Control with this composition. You can stun all of those guys from the angles that Yampi was using. And you can sit back a little more passive apart from the Omen, rather than having your Sova run in and die. Anyway, Genji win this round. Ryu has Odin to go for the spam angles. He's anticipating one of them getting the orb because Lucky has won away. Lucky has got the spike at the moment, though. True Rippers are so fast to push out C. Look how quick they're flanking. Oh, it'd be so good for Ryu to have a nanoswarm on the fucking tree at the moment. Just live, Disrupt, please. Why are you jumping down into pit? You need to stay alive. You need to just buy time for the flank. No! Your flanking players were so fucking quick. And everybody on site just died.
Karen, Lichman position as well. Keeps over to create more question marks.
I really thought I would be molding about Gen G more than I am. It's definitely True Rippers doing the more silly shit. Deathmaker with the defensive operator here over towards A. So they stun at the beginning. Oh no, they don't even stun. Disrupt was set up for it, but didn't go for it. Oh, Texture just running into the smoke. What the fuck? Well, just to right the tables, there's a nice little throw round from Genji. We will simply run into B without pressuring anywhere else on the map and run into all of the smokes and die instantly, instead of anticipating that they might have control of some of the areas of the map where that they would be rotating from. Yeah, Munchkin's just alone in a 1v5. I'm skipping all of this shit. So they're only using the recon now. Somehow True Rippers have been conditioned into giving up Rubble entirely, even though their composition's good for fighting for it. And they've only used one recon. They're not using stun, they're not using paranoia, they're not using nade. They have so many tools to fucking destroy Gen G as they try to do this kind of thing, where they just run 5 people into Rubble, and they're just giving it to them.
From the shadows available to both teams now, Deathmaker trying to get a pick.
Angel towards Texture, forced him out, slowing out the approach of Gen G. True Rippers actually been a bit slow to react on the mid push, and they very much.
True Rippers were so quick in one of these previous rounds to push out C, and in this round, they've just got 2 players still waiting at B. Are they just hoping that this is going to be... Okay, well, I guess this is just a really slow retake flank. This means it's really important for Deathmaker and Hellef to survive. Just live, guys. Just live. Don't swing this Texture. Don't swing this. They stun, but they swing before the stun.
Off position, catches them off guard, but True Rippers actually have got the advantage here. All of a sudden, Meteor has found himself in a very important position.
Oh, Deathmaker's hits a nice shot there.
And Meteor has to save it for his team.
Nice final 2 kills by Deathmaker. How on earth did Hellef manage to find a timing to just walk through the smoke? Hellef just walks through the smoke and kills Karen, who's holding it. That's awful by Karen. How did you lose that? And then Helef kills Munchkin, and they win the round because of it. I don't know whether you guys spotted that, but look on the minimap. Look at what happens right here up at stairs. Look. Karen's just holding this smoke. That's Karen's job. Hold the smoke. Until the Viper Wall goes down. And then just... Helef just walks through. And Karen just doesn't seem to react or something. I don't know. Maybe inside utility? Something like that? I don't know. That's devastating.
Very important position. And Texture is no more. And there's only come into this.
Hi, Egg. Just got here. What do you think of this role swap by Gen G? I think it's fucking actually brilliant. Yeah. I think it's very good to have Texture play Duelist and Meteor play Killjoy. What I don't like is basically everything else.
Munchkin's about to get another Viper's Pit, but he needs to get it now. Especially when you look at the money, it's not amazing for Gen G. Yes, they have
Their IGLing looks pretty poor. Very basic, very obvious where they're headed on the attack side. Their defensive setups look... I mean, on Haven, they just looked straight up bad. On this map, they weren't that bad. Oh my god, Texture's so aggressive as soon as he feels like he has an advantage. Texture looks by far and away the best player on the team, Ashiki. By far and away the best player on the team. And then, I don't even know who number 2 would be. I guess it would probably be Meteor. But the... I don't know. Munchkin's aim is good, but his gameplay in general is not amazing. In fact, it's quite poor. Oh, Aryu's so sharp. Swinging into the spam there, even though he knows that they're off the spike. Interesting. Could have been dangerous. Alright, True Rippers take the timeout. Beginning of the round. They use stun. They use a late recon dart or something. Oh, no, they use the recon dart early. Yeah. It's just a HUD bug. So they stun, recon, teleport up. Seems good for True Rippers. They don't need 4 players over here, though. Yeah. True Rippers... It's amazing, actually, watching True Rippers versus Team Liquid on this map with a very similar composition. Team Liquid are so much better in terms of how they're rotating people around on the defense side. They'll throw the rubble setups and then rotate off to maximize their ability to cover B and C. True Rippers are just kind of standing around for ages. Oh, God, and Deathmaker opened the door. All down to Texture, facing an ult. Oh. Yeah, this is a GG. Not possible for Texture. And I don't think that was a very good game from either team, but I also don't think True Rippers played very well here, and they still won. I think True Rippers played a pretty bad game of Lotus, and they still won. So that doesn't bode very well for Gen G overall, does it? I mean, that was Gen G's map pick too. Jesus Christ. I mean, I think probably struggled just because True Rippers were playing in an unusual manner, and their players were winning quite a lot of duels against Gen G. But yeah, my God, that doesn't fill you full of joy and delight, especially when you also watch Gen G play Haven, and they just looked so bad even though they won. Watch the Haven first round. Is that here? Okay, so True Rippers have got a 4-stack over towards A. That's not that uncommon as a pistol round strategy. They still have the Killjoy utility holding info down here and down here. So I would imagine that they're going to play fairly aggressive on both sides. And then they play a full C retake if it is C. Watch Haven round 11-10? I already did. I already watched the end of Haven. I can't remember that exact round, but I was mauled in at the way that True Rippers were throwing away their advantages at the end of that half. I think Gen G might have been gaslit into thinking they were goated at Lotus. All the Korean teams suck at it, so maybe they pounded on Lotus in scrims. Possibly. Possibly. I mean, their game plans, their ideas didn't seem too wacky. They just... I think their attack side calling looks really poor. And on defense, they genuinely didn't do too badly. True Rippers won a few big rounds because Ario popped off. But on the defense side, Gen G looked alright. It's just that I think their attack side calling on both maps, map 1 and map 3, looked poo. And it's exactly what I expect from Munchkin because I don't think he's a very good IGL. I think he's an extremely basic IGL. Yeah, isn't that fucking wild, Ashiki? It makes me think that there's some kind of conspiracy going on where DRX deliberately waited to get rid of Zest and RB at the end of the off-season so that other Korean teams couldn't pick them up. Alright, pistol round. Gen G, flash and dash. Going for the play over into A, but this is absolutely bizarre because everybody on True Rippers... Oh no, they planted B. I thought they were going to A. So they've just taken control of the A connector. That's a cool pistol round idea for Gen G. It's just really weird because both teams did a cartwheel around each other. So now True Rippers have to retake doing the same kind of thing. Oh, there's no way they stick it. There's no way they're just sticking it. Oh, no! No! No!
But nonetheless, True Rippers, they put themselves on the board. They continue dominance in their pistol round.
It's not even like True Rippers had people pushing them in A link. By the way, if you take full A link control like this and you plant B, you're still supposed to leave some people on B. You're not supposed to run 5 players in A link. So they Viper Wall themselves off from being able to see the defuse, and their game plan is just to spam it and then throw a nanoswarm at it as well. But it gets smoked anyway, right? By the Astra smoke. Here, if they breach flash, if they had a breach flash remaining, which they don't, but if they did and they were pushing, then it would be like, damn, well played by True Rippers. They really identified what was going on there and very quickly, decisively brought the fight to Gen G, made it impossible for them to spam the diffuser. But actually what you get is a lot sadder, which is they're actually spamming, they're just missing Techno. They only did 44 damage to Techno while all spamming. It's tragic. Oh, God. I thought they were going to plant A. I thought they were going to path like this and then get a plant down for A and try to keep players in positions where they could kill them if they were rotating like this or this. You know, plant for like backside control and do something crazy where it's like a Paper X-esque kind of idea. You put some people up in heaven and you try to fight people in this area. But nope. They planted here and played 5 in A-Link. The pathing at the beginning of the round was cool. How long do you think this Gen G roster's been regularly scrimming? Don't know. No idea. I wouldn't even know enough to guess. Alright. Now, there's a countdown in the corner for another 19 minutes. Chat, I've got to leave in about 25 minutes. So, I don't think we're going to get to watch the game that I wanted to watch today. I really want to watch this new Vitality team, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Why did you even go live? Because I thought if I co-stream for 2 hours, because I woke up at 11 a.m., I was like, if I co-stream for 2 hours, that's going to be enough to catch the majority of a one-sided Vitality versus Global game. And then, as it turns out, they had only just started the 3rd map of Gen G True Rippers. So, I think they're going to own global, yeah, but I want to see them play. I want to see what their style is, and I want to see how good they look. Should we watch the carry video? All right, let's do some React Andying. Hello? Why? Full screen, please. I'm ready to have some feelings.
Welcome to the Valorant Champions Tour, a global competitive circuit.
Wait a second. The title of this video, This is Valorant. When Bren did his rant about Paper Rex, didn't he scream, "This is Valorant"? I know he screamed, "It's an FPS game. You get shot, you die. You get shot, you die." But I'm sure he screamed, "This is Valorant, motherfucker." If Carrie doesn't use that for that clip, I'll be disappointed. It fits so well with the title. All right, I've turned the volume up.
To the Valorant Champions Tour, a global competitive circuit where you can witness the top Valorant teams in the world across 3 international leagues.
You can also witness some terrible Valorant teams, as I did throughout 2023. I spent my year co-streaming the worst of them. I casted the best of them and co-streamed the worst of them. Pop the fuck off.
Thought it wasn't possible, yet here we are.
God, that shot of Boaster is wild. What a crazy situation at the first tournament of the year. What a tournament lock-in was. What a fantastic tournament. Yeah, that was a sick play.
They strike them down, and China get their win.
First time that China won any match at the international scene was this year. Oh my god, he's so good.
One by one they fell. There's no way you get away with that.
Ooh. Getting the non-English casters in there, I like it.
He's trying to save them.
Oh, dude, Demon won.
There's no king of hell. Doug's just absolutely let off the leash. He's taking down guys. He decimates.
That's the only time you're going to see Ye in this entire video. That's the only time you're going to see Ye in the entire video. Talking about the best Valorant being played in 2023. And it doesn't feature the top player of 2022.
He decimates Boostio.
It's a fantastic line by Pansy. It really is an amazing line.
This dynasty starts today. Back-to-back international winners. The trophy is all theirs.
Konnichiwa, Japan. Tsugi wa motto Nihon no team.
It's crazy that Boaster learned how to say some Japanese phrases
The stakes couldn't be higher.
just to talk to the crowd when he won.
Champions LA, and you've got to win it all or your year is done.
7 segundos para el plantado. Va a lograr detener 5 segundos. 4. No se logra el plantado. Los corredores.
Don't show me this team. I don't want to watch crew clips. I don't want to watch crew clips. I mean, it is nice to see Davies, though.
Belzer se mantiene. Massino desde atrás es eliminado. Taxa de pie de vuelo Matero y se acabó.
Oh, fuck. I'm tearing up watching Davies play, actually. Fuck. God, that just hit me for some reason. I don't know why.
Vuelve a hacerlo. Logra la historia.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Welcome to Game Changers Championship.
Ah, poor guy, poor team.
We're coming to you live from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
E aí, vai quebrar o confinamento. Sai a primeira.
Ay, ay, ay. Pretty cool seeing the highlights from Game Changers right inserted into this.
In the round. Here comes the Flint from Shopify, the first blood of Fluorescent. That's 3 actually. 4 in the round. It's only 1 to 1 more. Fluorescent with the ace. It's Shopify Rebellion. Or your Game Changers champions. Ladies and gentlemen, it all comes
sound of this. 16 of the world's best teams have come to LA with the same goal: win it all and make history.
The opening ceremony for Champions, it's not going to show any of it here, was outrageously good. I just watched the video about it recently, the like behind the scenes video about it. Oh, that was a bullshit moment from Yosemite. That's crazy.
He wants to spot them both. Can he make the transition? Yes!
Always be flanking. Always be flanking.
Our plan, fight break. Oh my goodness! Leva saco, olha só o Luiz. Leva leva dois. E aí, Dudu? Leva todos! Garante! É ponto da round! Instantaneous, a clear cut.
Champions was such a fantastic example as well of different teams being able to beat opponents because their style worked well against them. I don't think other teams were beating Fnatic. If Loud hadn't done it, I don't think other teams were doing it. I mean, maybe EG, right? But yeah, I think the stylistic matchups are something that gets underrated a lot in the Valorant system. Pop off, Demon One. Pop off. Twiston's a lovely guy. Another sad fucking story from this year. Lovely way to end it, though. Yeah, lovely video. Great video by Carrie. Again, Carrie continues to put out fucking bangers. Oh, fuck. That video just hit me like a truck. Shit, man. Oh, fuck. Dude, this year was so fucking difficult for for that kind of thing. Beginning of the lock-in finals, when the players walked out, I just got completely overwhelmed as well. It was only like, it was in March, so it was only about like 4 months, something like that, after my brother had died, and I just couldn't handle it. I was like about to go live, just sobbing. Oh, fuck. Oh, next year will be a bit easier, I think. Hopefully. Fucking hell. This year was difficult.
Would have given him footsteps.
Less than 3.
Thank you for the 9 months, Patch. All right. Let's, what should we do? I only have like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't think the match is even going to begin by the time I have to leave. I could stretch it to half an hour, but again, the map's only going to be the first map's only going to be halfway done. So I'm going to have to do a VOD review of Global Vitality anyway. So I think I might just end the stream here and raid somebody else. It's not like I have anything to do in the next half hour. I mean, I could continue streaming and just do random like fucking things. I could just do the mini and like GeoGuessr and stuff. But I might as well send you to somebody that is actually going to be ready to watch Global Vitality. I don't know who's co-streaming though today. I know who's been... Okay, so Sliggy's co-streaming. We could send you over to Sliggy. I don't know what he's up to in these long breaks either. What's Sliggy's game plan in the long breaks? He's AFK. 1,200 people watching a fucking chair. reasonable, to be honest. Actually based and utterly reasonable. He always just leaves during breaks, the full break. To be honest, not a bad idea, is it? If you co-stream as much as Sliggy is, you can't possibly try to entertain everybody during every break, especially if you've got like insane tech pauses too. Yeah, I think that's quite a reasonable thing to do there. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm done. I've already made plans with my family to go to a Christmas market like a week ago, and I need to set off I need to literally leave in 40 minutes. So there's not going to be enough time to watch a map anyway, so I might as well love you and leave you, I think. I'm going to send you over to Sliggy. Go and be nice. Be very responsible. You know, the moderators over there are a little more strict than mine are, so, you know, you won't get away with the shit you do in my chat. What is Sliggy's Twitch again? Doesn't it have something weird at the end of it? It's not just twitch.tv/Sliggy, is it? Sliggy TV. I always forget. All right. Bye-bye. Yeah. Tell Sliggy I'm coming for him. I'll fight him in the car park at the next LAN. When I will be live tomorrow, though, guys, and I will be co-streaming both of the matches tomorrow as well, which means, actually, no, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna co-stream the first one. I'm only gonna co-stream the second one, Fury of Vitality. But I will do the entire thing, and we'll also do a VOD review of Global playing against Vitality. So I'll probably. Yeah, we'll do a VOD review at some point of Global Vitality, and then we'll do the co-stream of Fury of Vitality as well. So that's tomorrow, 11 a.m. I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.